Imagine this, a thick, unnatural mist swallows the thousand sunny hole. A shimmering portal cracks open in the sky, and when the light fades, the world's greatest swordsman finds himself utterly lost. Roronoa Zoro opens his eyes not to the familiar deck of his ship, but to the ruined, blood-stained streets of Shiganshina. In the distance, a monstrous, guttural roar echoes, shaking the very foundations of the broken city. Before Zoro can even process the horrifying sight of a titan lumbering past, a blur of motion zips through the air, a sharp hiss of gas, the whine of steel cables, and suddenly, a cold blade is pressed against his neck. A figure lands silently behind him, exuding an aura of pure, lethal intent. "Oi, where am I?" Zoro asks, his hand instinctively resting on his katanas. A low, menacing voice replies, "Intruder." "I'm not asking twice. Humanity's strongest soldier, Levi Ackerman, has just met the pirate hunter." Zoro remains unnervingly calm. This short, scowling man is fast. He'll give him that, but he's faced down admirals and emperors. It's not enough to make him sweat. With a sigh of boredom, he draws just one sword, Shosui, its black blade gleaming. Levi doesn't wait for an invitation. He explodes forward, a whirlwind of motion propelled by his ODM gear. His dual blades spin in a complex, deadly dance aimed to dismember and kill in a single pass, but Zoro doesn't even flinch. With a single, fluid motion, he raises his katana, asterisk clang. Asterisk, the sound of steel on steel rings out like a funeral bell across the desolate city. The impact sends a shiver up Levi's arm. This man. He blocked it effortlessly. Levi lands, his sharp eyes analyzing his opponent. There's no fear in this strange swordsman's eyes, no hesitation. And more importantly, no opening, no weakness in his stance. This isn't just some lost soldier. This is a predator. Levi's expression hardens. Playing nice is over. He launches himself into the air, pushing his ODM gear to its limits. He becomes a phantom, a blur of green and silver, flipping through the shattered architecture, using walls and rooftops as his personal playground. He attacks from above, from below, from every conceivable angle, his blades a spinning vortex of death. But Zoro is a master of combat. He draws a second sword, the Wado Ichimonji, and his defense becomes an offense. He doesn't just block. He counters, his two-sword style creating gusts of wind pressure with every parry. Each of Levi's lightning-fast strikes is met with perfect precision. It's like the man can see the future. Levi realizes with a grim certainty, he can read my movements, and he's holding back. This intruder isn't just skilled. He's on a completely different level. The game has changed. Zoro decides he's had enough of this warm-up. A dark, intense energy begins to radiate from him. "Let's see you handle this," he mutters. His swords, now held in a three-sword grip with one clenched in his teeth, begin to shimmer and turn a jet-black color. This is armament Haki. With a deafening roar, Zoro unleashes a single, horizontal slash. It's not aimed at Levi, but at the city itself. An entire block of ruined buildings is cleaved in two, the sheer force of the cut sending debris flying for hundreds of feet. Levi's eyes widen for a fraction of a second. That power, it's monstrous. He abandons his direct assault and switches to pure evasion, his ODM gear screaming as he dodges the shockwaves and falling structures. He moves with impossible agility, using crumbling walls, broken titan corpses, and even the airborne debris as footholds. The fight transforms from a duel of blades to a chaotic ballet of destruction, the air filled with a continuous blur of sparks and deafening shockwaves. Levi knows he can't win a battle of raw power. He has to rely on what he does best, speed and precision. He shifts his tactics, reverting to his titan-killing instincts. He rockets toward Zoro, spinning like a top, a maneuver designed to slice through the thickest titan nape. His blades become a cage, aiming for the one vital spot that ends any fight, the neck. But Zoro is a beast forged in the fires of the Grand Line. He deflects every single strike, the metal of his Haki-infused blades ringing with defiance. He's being pushed back, yes, the ground cracking under the force of Levi's relentless assault, but his defense is unbreakable. A smirk plays on Zoro's lips, "You're fast." But I fought faster. He's thinking of Kizaru, of King, of opponents whose speed could bend the laws of physics. Levi's assault is incredible, pushing Zoro onto the defensive for the first time, but it's not enough to break him. Zoro has been patient, but now it's time to show this man a glimpse of true New World power. He plants his feet, his muscles tensing, three-sword style onigiri. He lunges forward, a cross slash that carries the weight of a demon. Levi is forced to disengage, flipping backward through the air to avoid being torn apart. But Zoro isn't done. Rengoku onigiri. He twists his body, unleashing an even more powerful version of the attack, the air itself seeming to burn from the friction. The shockwaves from his slashes don't just cut, they obliterate. Streets are shredded, buildings vaporized. As the dust settles, Zoro points his swords to the sky. 1080-pound Phoenix. A massive, cannon-like blast of compressed air flies directly at Levi mid-air. With nowhere to anchor, Levi's expression remains impossibly cold. He spins, using the force of the blast to propel himself, his own blades cutting asterisk through asterisk the flying slash, dissipating its energy with surgical precision. This is a battle between an unstoppable force and an immovable object. The fight has reached its apex. Zoro takes a deep breath, and a terrifying, demonic aura explodes from his body. Ghostly arms and heads begin to form around him, each holding a sword identical to his own. Asura, nine-sword style, he has become a demigod of slaughter. Across from him, Levi makes his own decision. He expels the last of his gas reserves, launching himself forward in a final, suicidal charge. There are no more tricks, no more tactics, it's everything or nothing. This is the speed he uses when there is no tomorrow, when one wrong move means instant death. For a single eternal second, time seems to stop as 9 demonic blades collide with 2 blades of humanity's finest steel. Then, the world erupts. A sonic boom shatters every remaining piece of glass in the district, leveling what little was left standing in a massive, hemispherical crater. The dust slowly settles, revealing the aftermath of their cataclysmic clash. Zoro stands perfectly still, his 3 swords now sheathed at his hip. Across from him, Levi stands firm, his blades lowered. A single, thin line of red appears on Levi's cheek, and a drop of blood trickles down. It's the first time anyone other than a Titan has managed to draw his blood in a fight. Levi wipes it away with his thumb and lets out a small, almost imperceptible smirk. Not bad, Zoro grins back, a genuine, appreciative smile. You two, for a short guy, they both understand. The fight is over. It wasn't about victory, but about respect for another master of the blade. They lower their weapons, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. But their moment of peace is shattered. A colossal shadow suddenly falls over them, blotting out the sun. They both look up, their battle-hardened instincts screaming. Towering above the district wall, its face a mask of burning red muscle, is the colossal titan. It peers down at them, steam billowing from its massive form. Zoro's eyes widen, his usual smirk replaced with genuine shock. That thing's huge. Levi just glances over at him, his swords already raised. You wanted a real fight. Keep up. Without another word, both men break into a sprint, charging side by side towards the new, monstrous threat. 2 of the greatest swordsmen from 2 different worlds, now united against a common foe. Their blades are drawn, glinting in the shadow of the Titan, ready to slash together. What a battle, to absolute legends giving it their all. Who do you think would have won if they weren't interrupted? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you love epic anime crossovers like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next showdown. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.